Blog Talk Radio.
Elite personal coaching. Coaching for success, building strategies for personal growth, maximizing your ability to achieve your goals and live your dreams.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Blog Talk Radio show, Elite Personal Coaching for Success. A show all about coaching, how to help our clients or anyone that's looking to personally empower themselves, and we have a lot of different guests on. And this week we have on for our third show, we have Lamar Irvin out of Austin, Texas. And this morning we're going to be continuing on our path. We're doing a 4-week programming on procrastinating and goal setting. As we come up towards the end of the year, we are sometimes overloaded with information, and that information can now become so overwhelming that it creates procrastination, that the most important things that we should be doing, we actually do them last. It turns us away from the reality of what's in front of us to not think about it and push it to the side. So our programming is about helping you develop ways to be able to do that. Good morning, Lamar. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, Jesse, this morning. How are you doing?
Hey, better and better. Our show is based on a training program that Lamar and I both coach under and teach under, which is called the Silver Method Training. Now, one of the things that we wanted to do this morning is to offer everyone an opportunity, if you would like support and you realize or recognize that you're in a situation and you would like to have our support. The show is not about just giving you information, but also it's a coaching show. It's about providing you with the opportunities to support you and to take actions towards your goals. So this week we've decided to set up, if anyone would like to request a free coaching session, there's no obligation, or to take 20 minutes and just sort of talk about a situation and to help you jumpstart and move forward. A lot of times this is all you need is just a friendly voice. And this is what coaching is about. It's not telling people what to do, but it's to support you towards your goal. Then you can actually email us, and you can email Lamar at mindtechnology.com, or you can email me at jbowen8871@aol.com, and what we'll do is set up a 20-minute coaching session. Now, because our schedules are pretty tight, we've left this open that we have 20 slots that we will set up for people, and anyone else that needs support, then we will probably have to move that into our next week's schedule. But this morning, what we wanted to talk about is overcoming procrastination, going after the goals. And so now we're into the mindset, because we spent this time to identify what procrastination is. Okay, with enough time on that, now let's work on the solution. And I know this weekend you had a phenomenal seminar in Texas where we were talking about the Silver Intuition training program. So let's go into the mindset. This is where it all happens. This is where procrastination starts. This is where it's going to actually have to end. So let's talk about, Lamar, tell us this morning, how do we get started? Okay, we understand what we're doing. We understand some basic concepts. So how do we really get started?
Well, from the Silver Intuition training we did here in Austin, basically this class takes many other principles that you may be focusing on life, and this class deepens your path with life by connecting you more consistently in your awareness and taking your actions and your thoughts and your ideas from that quantum intelligence. Some people may call this universal source energy. Whatever you give for that divine authority that is the blanket, the fabric of this life. And that's the beauty of this class is we teach you how to access that. There's a doorway in our brain, because our brain is the interface between that quantum intelligence that has no limits, that some people call it the spiritual world, that place where there is infinite possibilities. Excuse me. And our brain is that interface in our physical body for us to be able to switch between that and identifying ourselves as a single individual form on this planet in this body that we live in. And basically, you learn in that class how to do that switch and how to be connected to that source, how to check with that source first and build any ideas from that source. And what that means is if you give enough time, take any building, any structure, any form that you see on this planet, and given anywhere from 100 years to 1,000 years to 5,000 years, that form is gone, ashes to ashes. But it all comes from this quantum intelligence, this universal source energy. That is the original cause. That is the original source of the idea. That's the original source of the inspiration, your desire, your motivation. So in this class, we added an exercise last year because of my experience as a religious science practitioner and my connection with Reverend Michael Beckwith. And basically, visioning is a process to be able to connect to that quantum intelligence, ask it answers, because in that quantum intelligence, when you're connected to it, there are no limits. There is no time, no space, no up, no down, no back, no forward. It's just the present now, like Eckhart Tolle talks about so beautifully. And basically, in this class, you learn how to extract that and get information, and you learn how to still the mind, plus you learn one of the ways to tune your brain to the right channel. And we're tuning our brain to the right channel all the time by thoughts and feelings that we generate. And basically what I'm doing starting next week on November 17th is a visioning teleconference series for creating a better life for yourself. And it's going to be a 4-part series where we will ask these questions together on a teleconference call. And, of course, beforehand you'll receive a little booklet to explain things in an MP3. And basically we're going to spend up to 30 minutes, 45 minutes each phone call visioning to receive these answers from your better life. When we build any project, any business, any plan from that spiritual, that first cause space that originates this world, when we build anything on that, it has the strongest, most permanent foundation possible, because that world doesn't change. It's the world of form that's always changing.
So when we look at our intuition, this is something that we're using all the time. So if you would think about it for a second, you're making a decision. If you're listening to our show this morning, you made an intuitive decision. Well, if you're listening to our show and if we say something that's going to resonate with you, then that's a part of your intuitive intelligence that now brings you to a purpose now to take action. So in that process, you will now have to decide on what action that you're going to actually take. Now, the more that you can become intuitive about what you're doing, and this is about using your intuition, is that gut feeling. Now, once you understand and you start to realize that you're using your intuition all the time, if you're at a successful point in life, then you've used your intuition and you've gotten certain results from that, and those results have moved you there. Now, if you're not at a great place, you've also used your intuition, but you've used it on the side of just not taking action on what you know that should be done. And this is a real difficult process, especially if you're struggling with what should I do. I'm not sure about what I'm going to do. I need someone to help me. Will someone take responsibility for my goals, for my life, and just let me sit in this comfortable position here for a while until I can get my bearings? Well, that's probably not going to happen. Hopefully that it will, and this is one of the reasons why we've offered the coaching session, is to, as you're sitting in this place and you're not getting anything from it, is to help you now get unstuck and give you a hand and pulling out. If you're at a successful point, is to now share your success, because we're always learning ourselves. So as we now talk about moving out of that place, we talk about the scope, and that super scope about what we do is define your destination. And this is your goal. So when you now can define your destination, where is it you want to go? What is it you want to do? What is it you want to do before the end of this year? Where are you financially, emotionally, in your relationship, in your own, your own pleasure. Where are you this morning? And then we're looking at the control or the stability. And in the stability, it means that, okay, if you're falling backwards, and grab something. If you're now going forward and it feels good and you're getting the results you're getting, remember, record that information mentally, write it down, write a book about your success. Maybe you're on the bottom and you decide to grab hold of something. Maybe our show is a point that you grab hold of. Then grab hold and then move forward. And your purpose. This is the reason, our purpose for life, our purpose for the relationship that we're in, our purpose for the job that we're in, our purpose for our financial abundance. What is your purpose? What is your reason? Why? Now, when you can group that together in your goals and combine that with your mental side, because in mentally is being able to mentally go in and visualize, create your vision board, create a mind movie, use all these sources to keep you in focus with the reason why. Why did you get up this morning? Why are you going to work? So when you can ask that question, now you can use your intuition to listen to the answers that come back to you. And then we look at power. Power is your ability to take action. So now if you now say, well, this has been great, I am motivated for the week, I am going to take action, then congratulations. You have now moved to the very first step, the very first step of now taking action. So, Lamar, one of the things that I recommend for everyone to do, and again, I'm following some of Jack Canfield's studies, and again, I really enjoy his information, is that hour of power that we start first thing in the morning. And in the hour of power, we're spending 20 minutes of meditating, 20 minutes of doing some type of physical activity, and then 20 minutes of studying. So, our program is 15 minutes, so that can be a part of that hour of power. So let's touch really quickly on what you have coming up this week. I know you have your conference call coming up. Is there anything else you have going on?
Yeah, and I just want to kind of put a summary. I love the way you described all that you learn in the intuition training. I'm going to put a little punctuation on it, and that is that we can access this information all day long. We can create and generate creative ideas, but then it's our responsibility and our joy in this life and the way that we're designed to define it. And we define it by what both Jesse and I are offering. We define it by asking those questions, and then we put it down as goals, and then we take action. And that's the way we cause anything to be manifested on this planet. In addition to the 4-week teleconference call, let me just mention about that. And there are 3 bonuses for people who sign up for that. One is you're going to receive, after the first session, you will receive the MP3 of the first session, which you can then use for the rest of your life to vision on your own. And this is a $25 value. And then the second bonus, you'll be signing up for, if you sign up for my class, you can receive Jesse Bowen's 30-day Goal Manifesting Success Principles teleclass at half price for $49. And then a special bonus is I'm going to offer 1 full free coaching session of any form that I do, and I do several different types of coaching, and that's a $150 value for anybody that signs up.
All right, that's great. Everyone, we're offering you, again, our support. Again, our support this week, you can email us, and yes, Lamar at mindtechnology.com, or you can email me, jbowen8871 at AOL.com, and we will, be your coach for a session and help you move forward. Again, you can also, we're finishing up our 30-day goal manifesting success principle teleconference, and that's finishing up next week. So we're always teaching and always trying to help people move from where they are to where they want to be, closing that gap. This is Jesse Bowen. Have an empowering week. And, Lamar, thank you again for being on our show.
Appreciate it, Jesse. Have a great week, all of you, and look forward to hearing from you.
Hi, it's Joe Corley with a quick offer for all of our friends here at the AMAA. As you know, we never get a second chance at our first impression. So for those of you who could use some help with your first impression on your Facebook pages, on Instagram, and on your website, we're offering a special discount here from our Social Media Marketing Warriors team. Take a note if you can and check Facebook at Joe Corley's Social Media Marketing Warriors page. Take a quick look at some of our videos, then reach out to me on Messenger, and I'll be happy to put together a personalized sample video for you so you can see what the high-definition video will look like online. That's Joe Corley's Social Media Marketing Warriors, and in your message, mention AMAA discount. I look forward to speaking soon. All the best.